Should Elaine, HERAH, SHELLY and Fraser Pryce, Shericka Jackson, and Jamaica be afraid of the USA's Aleia Hobbs? Well, maybe afraid might have been the wrong term. Maybe we should have said concerned, but then you probably wouldn't have clicked on the video. Anyway, welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, when you're ready? Yep. Good to go. Okay, so unless you've been living under a bridge, if you are a track and field enthusiast, you know that as of yesterday, yesterday being Saturday, February the 18th, at the USATF Indoor Championships, the USA's Aleia Hobbs ran a remarkable second fastest all-time 60-meter dash indoors. I'm going to repeat, second fastest all-time 60-meter dash. So we want to take a look at this and examine whether or not fans of Jamaican track and field and our three top female queen sprinters need to be concerned. Okay, so at the beginning of the 2023 season, in her very first race for the season, a 60-meter dash, Aleia Hobbs ran an astounding 6.98 seconds. Her next race, I think she ran 7:06, then 7:04, and now she has ran this insane 6.94. Now, when she was asked in a recent interview how come she's suddenly running so, these consistently solid times, she said, well, for the first time in many years, she is completely healthy, no injury, no anything. And we took a note of that, because injury can be a huge issue regarding an athlete. Okay, let me stop talking. First up, take a look at this insane second fastest all-time 60-meter of 6.94 seconds.
Let's go, Aleia! All right!
Final. And Hobbs there in 5 is out well in front. Let's watch that clock. She goes sub 7, and we'll wait for that one to be official.
Now, with this race, she becomes the new American record holder for the women's 60-meter dash. Wow. Now, Elaine HERAH, her PB for the 60-meter is 6.98, which is no walk in the park. That's a seriously fast time, and certainly one of the top 10 fastest times ever. Take a gander. Ironically, Shelly and Fraser Pryce's PB in the women's 60-meter is the same exact time of 6.98 seconds. Watch. Shericka Jackson's PB occurred last year in the finals of the World Indoor Championships in Belgrade, where she ran a time of 7.04 to take that 6th spot. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Is Aleia Hobbs a real threat to the Jamaican sprint queens? And should Jamaicans be worried regarding her remarkable 6.94 second run? So let's take this step by step. Now, first up, Aleia Hobbs has always been on our radar as a real talent. We saw her win a few races last year. And to be honest with you, I've often wondered why is it that she was not the athlete that Americans were talking about instead of the other young lady, Sha'Carri. No disrespect meant. because she's been relatively consistent and she has improved. And in fact, her PB in the women's 100 meters outdoors is a solid 10.81. That's a very impressive time. Remember, however, that the Jamaican women's times, our girls' time, is Elaine is 10.54, Shelly is 10.60, and Shericka is 10.71. So they are way ahead of the curve regarding that flat time. Now, truth be told, if she's healthy, and she's saying, in other words, Aleia Hobbs is saying that when she ran the 10.81, which she did in 2022 last year, she said she's implying that she was not completely healthy. So it means that improving her 60 meter to an astounding sub 7 and that second fastest all time should significantly improve her 100 meters. So I can't tell you, but I can only guess based on numbers that we're looking at her possibly running a sub 10.8, maybe a 10.75, 10.76, which is still nowhere close to a 10.5 or a 10.60. Of course, this is only an educated guess, because the fact of the matter is, like I said, Aleia Hobbs is the one American female sprinter, and there are several very talented sprinters that on a personal level I've taken seriously. I've been looking at for quite some time. But there's still a huge gap between 10.54, 10.60, and 10.71 and 10.81. And let us say she improves significantly and she's able to run at 10.74, 10.75. It means that she's in the mix. She's someone you could take seriously, because if any of our girls trip up or has a bad start, she will be out of the blocks. And if my memory serves me correctly, she did beat, I think it might have been Shericka last year at some point. So Aleia Hobbs is the real deal. I don't think Aleia Hobbs, like some athletes, is a product of hype. I think she's a really talented young lady, and I think at running a sub a remarkable 6.94 is important. However, I need to say this. There are athletes who run really, really well in the 60 meters. Really, I mean, Iwasa Boda being one, who are amazingly fast in the 60 meter dash, but it just never translates to the 100 meters. It just doesn't make any real difference to their race. However, there is something that Aleia Hobbs did post to her Instagram page that I found interesting. She basically said, now that I've done this, we outside, meaning she's shut down her indoor season and she's now going to concentrate on the outdoor season. So she won't be suffering from any kind of burnout anytime soon. She has ran about 4 or 5 races all around that 7-second mark. She is a serious contender on the 100 meter flat. And like I said, I think we need to take her seriously. I think she's someone that we should really be taking seriously. Unlike Sha'Carri, no disrespect meant, I think she's the one American that we, at this point, because they have some very talented young ladies, but at this point, she is the honestly goodness, the one American that I would say, yeah, we need to be concerned. Not afraid, but concerned. If Elaine is fit, if Shelly is fit, and if Shericka continues to improve the way we expect her to, she may not really be a factor. But if she improves the way that she has been improving, because last year she improved that PB to 10.81, meaning Aleia Hobbs, that's what I'm talking about. And that was a huge improvement. So, do I think Jamaicans should be afraid? No. Should we be concerned? Should we look at her seriously? Yes, and definitely yes. She's a real deal. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!